Elfquest. I'm Elisabeth.
And I'm Siri. And we appreciate all the love and support that we get. So remember to follow us on Instagram and your preferred podcast platform.
So today we are going to talk about Hans of the Symbol Maker and the lodestone.
So we start of the story by Amber getting her very first wolf friend.
Yeah, we do.
This looks like kind of a big ceremony for the wolf riders.
Yeah, it's kind of a book of passage, meaning that you're like kind of coming of age, getting older.
But it's so sad that Suntop doesn't get a wolf friend.
I'm not sure that he wants one. He doesn't feel that he is as much of a wolf rider as Ember does. He feel more like he's part of the Sun people. So I don't think that he would necessarily want a wolf friend.
But I feel he's so jealous.
You feel he's jealous?
In a way, yeah.
I've never felt that.
Maybe it's just a sibling thing. Like, oh, I also would want one if my sister got one.
Yeah, but at the same time, he doesn't have that wildness in him that Ember does. He's much more calm and collected and sun villager in many ways.
Yeah, more like his mother.
Yeah. So I don't feel like he would have the same feelings about having a wolf friend as Ember does.
True. And we get this big fight that Leetah should have went, but she doesn't really agree that she should have went with Cutter.
But Leetah is really scared to go with Cutter.
She's scared of the unknown.
Yeah.
A lot of people is. It's not that weird, but...
No, it's not a strange thing. It's pretty common there, I think.
But her biggest fear is that someone is gonna die when she is away.
Yeah.
Because no one has died since she got her healing power.
And that's pretty crazy. Like, no one has died in a Sun Village for at least 500 years.
Or maybe 1,000.
She is 500 years older than Cutter. I know that Cutter is not 500 years old.
But still, that's a lot of years. No one has died.
Yeah. The elves get their face fur when they're 500 years. So Cutter isn't 500, but Leetah is 500 years older than him.
Yeah.
So for over 500 years, no one has died. That's pretty crazy.
And another thing that's crazy is how dependable the Sun people are on others.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Leetah, you can't go because we all need you.
Yeah, we need you to heal us.
And before they were dependent on Rayak, like Rayak do all this hunting and stuff, and now it's the wolf riders, so they don't do anything themselves.
Rayak was also their protector from like anything.
And now that's the wolf riders'
Yeah,
job.
because they literally don't know how to do it. But also Rayak didn't teach any other Sun people to hunt or to do any that kind of stuff. So he didn't make it easier for them to live without him because they never taught anyone.
Yeah, but the wolf riders try to teach them, but they are not willing to be taught because they're like, well, why should I learn this? You can do it.
Yeah, they're used to relying on other people instead of relying on themselves. So they don't see the use of knowing how to.
We will see what's happened though, if she decides to go or not. But now Cutter is hunting this grass eater.
Yes, this grass eater.
Which I was like, well, that's not a good enough description. Come on, Cutter, you can do better.
Yeah, you couldn't find a better name for him.
I was like, well, it could have been a cow, it could have been a sheep, it could have been a donkey,
it could have been a horse.
It was a horse though, but like, all of these are grass eaters, so come up with a better name.
Yeah.
That can't describe half of the animals on this planet.
Yeah. And I also noted that they said that Cutter has caught one, which is Skywise's, killed one because it broke its neck, and this time this one didn't seem injured.
Yeah, but not weird that it broke his neck. If you look how he's trying to catch it with the shackles from the previous story, they're like huge iron.
And he just threw it at the horse.
It probably went around his neck and like cut it right off. I don't know. We didn't get to see those pictures, but
I don't.
No,
I wouldn't want to see those pictures.
We all know how wild horses can be, so I can only imagine.
Yeah.
But well, they need the horses because the wolves are getting so old.
Yeah, Nightrunner especially is getting very old. His eyes are hurting and can't see very well. Their paws are raw, so they're like packed into these like socks, which is so cute.
And I don't know if it's Nightrunner or Star Jumper though, but one of them are like holding one of their paws up.
Oh, that's Star Jumper.
And I'm imagining, when huskies get their socks on and they don't want to walk in them. I imagine them like walking around like, take this shit off.
Just remove it.
Like,
take
I don't
it
want
off.
it on my feet.
Take it off.
Just walking around being like, no, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Oh, and Cutter talks to... Who's Cutter's wolf? Nightrunner? Nightrunner.
Yeah.
And he's like trying to tell him why he can't ride on him. That's why they have to have the horse. And he's like, oh, you just have to get used to being old or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who get used to being old? All old people are like, I'm not old.
Old age like creeps in on you. Like suddenly you're so old.
And you're like, I'm not old. I don't do those things that old people do. And you're like, yes, you do.
Yeah, you do. You do everything that old people do.
No one wants to admit that they're old.
No.
And definitely don't want to be used to being old because then they have to admit they are old.
Yeah. But I think that like as a wolf, and wolves live in like the now, they're used to them like realizing that I'm old, I can't do what I used to. I can't be the leader of the pack anymore. I'm chased out of the pack.
Can't bury an elf anymore.
No, can't carry the elves anymore. Can't run as much anymore.
Can't hunt for his own food.
Yeah. Like I think that they are more compatible to getting used to it because the change is pretty dramatic from being like self-sustainable and a leader of the pack to a loner that can't hunt, that can't carry his friend anymore, that can't run so much anymore, that gets tired. Like everything changes.
True. Oh, and did you notice? They got a new name for the horse. It's not grass eater anymore.
What's it now?
It's a no hump.
Yeah, it's a no hump. Yeah, I know it is. No hump.
Because the swoots have like this huge hump like a camel.
Yeah, this
so
is
these
a no
are
hump.
Swoots without a hump, so no humps.
Yeah.
They went pretty fast though from grass eater to no hump.
Yeah, because they realized they didn't have a hump.
But still, a no hump could still be a cow or a donkey or a sheep or...
True. But I don't think they've seen any of those animals yet.
True. And I'm pretty annoyed on how they describe different times of the day. Because the humans said that you have to go in the direction of the sun
goes down.
But they call it the morning. So it's the sun goes down and the morning. Not the sun goes down and the sun goes up.
It's
so where did you get the morning from?
Yeah. But it's sun goes down. That's a direction, right?
Maybe. That's east, isn't it? Or west?
No, it has to be north because the lodestone points to sun goes down.
Does it though?
Yeah, they said that the held up the lodestone and
but
it pointed towards sun goes down.
This isn't Earth, so
no,
it could be something different.
Yeah.
But they have never mentioned evening. They only mentioned day and night and morning and sun goes down.
Yeah, sun goes down. But I think they say sun goes down because that's more of a direction.
True, but I also felt it was like evening in a way. But
yeah, of course. But they haven't yet needed to use the word evening because nothing has happened in a evening yet.
True.
But they are traveling in the direction of sun goes down. You can also see them like traveling through a lot of different biomes and areas.
But they finally reach the forest.
Yeah.
Or reach the area that the fire didn't touch.
Yeah.
Because I feel all of the different areas that they walked through earlier, some of them had been touched by fire. That's why there were like no trees and stuff.
Yeah.
And just like small branches.
Yeah, small new trees that's starting to grow. I think Cutter is so sweet here when he's like, oh, I need to help the squirrel because it doesn't deserve to die. Or like, I don't feel like anything dying today.
Such a weird thing to say, though.
He literally says, I'm feeling too good to watch anything die today. Like, do you feel... Have you ever felt like watching something die before?
No. Whenever like a toad or something gets stuck in the pool, I'm like, I'm gonna help it and I'm gonna walk it to the nicest body of water so it can live.
Like, it doesn't matter how bad of a day I have. I never feel like watching something die.
Like, I'm gonna stand here watching the toad drown because I'm having a bad day.
Like, this is a bad day. Let me watch something die.
Well, I bet there are some small demon creatures out there, though. You know, some kids that just seems like demon. They'd be like, I wonder if I should
elves.
Watch this die. Yeah. They're like small demon kids.
Yeah, they're called demons. And they're the size of a kid.
True.
So, but yeah, he saves the squirrel and the squirrel bites him. So he like hurls it into a tree so it dies while he's cursing.
And he's tripping and falling into the water.
Yeah.
And gets so mad. So when Skywise is helping him, he's like, shut up or
I'll throw you into the water. Yeah. That's brothers for you.
Oh, when Cutter first shoot with his bow, Skywise is like, oh, you're finally barbaric again.
Yeah.
It's like, no, so long since I've seen this side of you. Welcome back.
Yeah. That's the barbarian I know. That is gone.
It's like, oh, you were not barbaric enough saving that squirrel.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's more barbaric, like taking your shirt off.
We learned that elves can leave traces of magic.
Yeah, we do.
Because they're both like, can you feel this? It feels like elves have been here.
Yeah.
It's not just magic, like it could have been trolls or something
they say
else.
It feels like elf tree shapers.
Elf magic.
But it's old magic, though. Very old. So it probably hasn't been anyone there for a very, very long time.
The squirrel probably had some bad disease or something.
Or the water was really dirty.
Or both.
Yeah.
Because Cutter getting some really fun fever dreams.
Yeah, and before that, he faints. He refuses to eat and rest, and then he faints.
Which is typical for feverish.
Yeah, but like that's how
acting.
I think that Cutter would have to be very sick to start fainting up a tree.
But also he didn't want to eat, so
no,
he didn't really have any
appetite.
Fuel in his body.
Yeah, so Skywise leaves him to get this root that's supposed to be good for a fever. And Cutter nearly drowns.
Oh yeah, but before that though, Cutter sees the previous healer Rain.
Yeah.
And Skywise is like, oh, but you know when you start seeing the dead, you're too close to them.
Yeah.
And when you're closer to the dead than the living, there is no way back.
Yeah.
So that's like a wake up call. And he tries to kill himself because he's thirsty.
It should be a wake up call.
But he's so sick though. But he tries to drown himself. So
he does. It's a good thing that Nightrunner was there to save his ass, or Cutter would be done for.
So funny those face expression of Nightrunner, because you see Cutter walking through the water.
Like, what
and
the
he's
fuck
like, what
are you doing?
And he's like, aren't you gonna come up? It's like falling asleep
doing?
under the water.
Oh my god, that's stupid, Cutter. And then Cutter sees Blackfell.
And then Joyleaf and Bearclaw.
Yeah, because Blackfell is Bearclaw's wolf.
Yeah.
And I think, like, Skywise just told you, seeing the dead means you're too close to death. And he doesn't get, like, a warning signal from seeing Blackfell and then Joyleaf and Bearclaw. This is a big red sign. Like,
he only understands it's bad when he's like, oh no, this is kind of the light, you know, walk to the light. And he's like, I don't want to walk to the light.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of there.
The opposite way.
And then he sees the desert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he thinks he sees the desert. He sees his bright yellow light.
Yeah, and then he visions Leetah and some people.
But it's the fire of the humans.
Yeah. And I think this human is so brave. She, like, just picks him up. Like, this stranger falls into her camp. And I'm like, okay, I'll walk over and pick him up.
But I don't think this human has seen the fight between demons and humans before, or elves and humans. She's just pure good.
Yeah, but I think even if it were a human child that just fell in, like, just think like, okay, I'm gonna walk over and pick you up. That's
but she sees that he's sick in a way. She just wants to help.
Absolutely. She's a very, very kind human.
But Nightrunner doesn't want them to help.
No, he's scared for Cutter. Like, he knows that humans means danger, and he does everything he can to protect Cutter.
Yes, and Cutter is out, so he can't defend them either.
No, and Nightrunner actually gets burned on the eye trying to help Cutter.
Yeah, he gets burned on his good eye. So
yeah.
He has 2 bad eyes.
That's terrible. Like, Cutter comes to and, like, starts drawing the knife against the human. And he's still, like, so delirious. Like,
he tries to escape, but the humans doesn't let him escape, so.
Like, this is Cutter. You don't catch Cutter.
No. But this when he tried to escape through the tent.
Yeah.
And they drew him back inside. I was like, this is it. He's dead.
Yeah,
these are humans.
Yeah.
They're gonna,
like, there's no way.
Cut him up in pieces and eat him or
just
something.
Seeing Cutter just trying to jump out of a tent and being caught, you're like, wow, you're not in a good place. Because if Cutter were 100%, they would never have caught him.
No.
Ever.
I don't think they even would have found the humans.
No.
And also, I was like so sure he was gonna die because he had no one there to protect him. Skywise didn't know where he was. Nightrunner is basically blinded.
Yeah.
And Nightrunner don't know how to send for.
No, he can communicate with Cutter, but he can't send to the other elves.
No. He can only communicate with his friend, right?
Yeah. It's like the connection that the Wolf Rider and the Wolf has.
But I love the way Nightrunner is talking or like thinking when he's running to get Skywise.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna get back to Cutter friend and find other friend. He's like, he doesn't have names for everyone. It's like Cutter friend and other friend.
Yeah. And it's run, back.
Must find help, Cutter. Friend, help, run.
It's so cute.
Skywise is so obsessed finding this plant.
Yeah.
And one thing I noticed, like, does the plant sing or talk to him?
He says that it makes a whistling noise.
Okay. Because are you going crazy?
You
or
see, he's like, listen, and he says, wee.
Yeah, like, does the plants talk or what?
Yeah, noise like a whistling noise.
So why did he like pick up all this grass? Like, where is it? Nothing. When he could just listen from the beginning.
But he heard like the sound and was like, "Where the fuck is his hiding?"
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he can hear it, but he has to locate it. I think it's also really beautiful how like Cutter is like, after the human takes water on her hand and like tries to cool off his fever, he says like, "I didn't know that humans could be kind." That's beautiful and sad.
But Cutter is as sure as we are that he's gonna die.
Yeah. Or
he's more like, what poison is this?
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing?
This
water is gonna hurt me.
There is good in this world too.
Yeah. And Nona, which is the human woman's name, she's talking about the bird spirits from the mountains.
But that has to be elves too. So because you have like wolf riders riding on wolves, and you have bird spirits, so it's probably elves riding on eagles or something.
Riding on
birds.
But
since she was like in the mountain, but like in the mountain, it should be eagles or something. Yeah. And also they have to be bigger because they're gonna carry.
They have to carry an elf.
So you can't just have a doe or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's proof there is more elves. They just have to get to the mountain.
Yeah, very true. I have to find the mountain though.
But first, Skywise has to find Cutter.
Yeah, and if he follows the whee, but you can see the plant. Do you see that plant has like lots of holes in it?
Oh, is it holes?
Here.
Oh, you see it better when it's colors.
Yeah, like it has a lot of holes in it.
Oh, so it's probably the wind making the sound.
Yeah, going through the plant, making the sound of whee.
And Skywise makes his way back.
Yeah, but like Skywise finds the plant the moment that Nightrunner finds him on Starjumper.
True.
And he's like, humans!
Yeah, and they will make their way back, and Adar, the human man, has just finished patching up the tent from Cutter, has torn up the tent, and Skywise coming and like ripping it straight off on the same spot.
No, not on the same spot.
Almost.
He did it on the bias. Cutter did it straight.
True, but still, they just fixed it, and now they have to fix it again.
Yeah, now the tarp is totally ruined.
Probably need a new one.
Yeah, and Cutter tries to protect the human and tells Skywise to stop trying to kill them, which Skywise doesn't understand, and I get it. All he's ever seen from humans are evil, cruel, mean. Like, they've never been good to him or anyone he's known.
Never.
But something that I thought about, Skywise says that he can remember seeing his mom when she gave birth to him and put him on the water. He was seconds old. How can he remember that?
Elf magic?
You can't remember anything when you're an infant.
Elf magic.
He literally says that he can remember his mom and seeing how scared you were of the humans on the river right after she gave birth to him.
A sight burned into his infant brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why Skywise doesn't trust humans, because he remember when he was hours old what happened to his mother.
Old. That's so crazy.
Super crazy. Elf magic.
Yeah, it's gotta be elf magic because that's crazy.
And also it's fun the way that it's fun how Skywise is being like, did they hurt you? I can cut them down to our size. Like, are you gonna chop them down like trees?
Oh my god!
It sounded like that. Like, just cut off their legs so they may be as tall as us.
I'm gonna cut them down to our size. Oh my god!
No.
So hilarious. But yeah, Skywise gives Cutter the plant that he got, and Cutter like chews it, and all of a sudden Cutter is all fine.
Because like, magic plant that talks.
Yeah, he like walks out, talks to the Nightrunner, and is like, "What do you do to my wolf?"
And Nonna is showing them all her wall paintings.
Yeah,
about the bird spirits.
Yeah,
and all that, and it looks like, I don't know if it is, but it looks like Sava is there with them. Like her soul is there. She sees them.
Yeah. Like she is out traveling. So she might as well be. Like she's following Cutter's journey and looking for new people and new elves. So she might as well be.
Yeah. And she gets stuck, right?
Yeah, she does. She gets stuck. And you can see her like struggling all around.
But also, it doesn't look like what Cutter and Skywise is experiencing. It's not that shocking.
No.
But on this last page,
like
where she's like super shocked, like, oh my god, there is something happening.
Yeah, she opens her eyes like shocked.
But the humans are nice, and Cutter is healthy.
Yeah, they're
sounds
like they're also like
friends.
the humans are like telling Cutter and Skywise about the nice spirits that and like how they look up to these spirits, and they're like talk about how the cave is probably made by elf magic.
Yeah,
but obviously it's a rounded cave with round holes in it.
Is it holes?
Yeah, these are holes.
I kind of looked at them as just like shadows in the cave.
No, you can see here as well. There's a lot of holes in a cave. Here as well.
For small trolls to wander around.
Or as they said, they thought it was elf magic, so it might have been a stone shaping elf.
But why would he leave a lot of holes?
Now that I can't tell you. I have no clue.
Does Suntop has some kind of mind magic?
Yeah, he does. That's why Cutter says that he should learn from Sava.
Because he's all frozen, like he knows there's something wrong with Sava before Sava's helper, handmaiden, come running.
Yeah, he's like, but something is wrong. She can't come back. And then Audrey runs up like, healer, come quickly.
He knew before the
he could feel it the moment that she got stuck. Because the moment she opened her eyes, that's when she got stuck.
Is that a thing? That she can't open her eyes when she's out traveling?
I don't know, but her eyes are open.
True, but I don't know this magic though.
No, but I'm just guessing that like she opened her eyes in shock and she was stuck. And they're still open, so I guess that's like the moment she was stuck.
And it feels like some super ancient magic because it's only Suntop who has this power except from Sava.
Yeah, it is.
And he's trying to bring her back, but he's not strong enough.
No, but he's a little baby.
He's so sad. He put so much weight on his shoulders, though.
Yeah, like, I have to go in there and help her. I'm the only one that can help her.
But what did Suntop see?
Yeah, exactly what did he see? He says that he has to see Cutter. He says like he have to warn Cutter and can only do it in person. He can't tell anybody else what the message is. What the scary thing.
But we didn't see any scary things. Like, the humans are nice.
Yeah.
They're just gonna help the humans.
But Sava might not have been with Cutter and Skywise the moment that she got stuck. Something else might have captured her.
True. But I don't feel... It's not that Suntop don't want to tell anyone else. He just can't. He just have to show Cutter.
Yeah.
The way that he went into Sava's mind, he has to go into Cutter's mind to show him.
Yeah, it's like only Cutter would understand. There's only Cutter I can tell or show this to. It has to be him.
And then we learn that some people don't want either Leetah or the Wolf Riders to go because they're all there to protect them.
Because
everyone
they can't take care of themselves.
Like, who's gonna heal my bruise? Who's gonna put dinner on my table? Who's gonna do all the stuff for me?
Who's gonna protect me from the imaginary thing that might come and harm us or threaten us?
Just hide in the cave, for God's sake.
Yeah, that's what you used to do. I also feel that Strongbow was kind of racist here.
How? Oh, look at those brown skin rabbits.
Yeah, yup. Always talking. No one ever does anything around here.
But that's kind of true, though. They're just like, help me. I need help. Can someone go and hunt for me?
Yeah, but it's
like, if you're hungry, just go and make your own food.
Yeah, but it sounds kind of racist when you put in the like those brown-skinned rabbits.
That's true. That's racist.
Yeah,
the other part is fact.
Yeah, they do just yup, always talking. Like, come help me, do this for me, help me, I can do this on my own. What did I do? But like putting in like they're different from us part, that's not okay. You need to wake up, dude.
The Sun Village is kind of a prison because no one is ever allowed to leave because they all have like
scared.
The task and they're scared what's gonna happen if
they don't fulfill their task. Yeah. Like Leetah is terrified to leave because he's so scared that something's gonna happen, that someone's gonna need her, that she's gonna disappoint her tribe when leaving because she can't heal them. And at the same time, she's terrified of the forest.
And she's also afraid something's gonna happen to Cutter. So that is the big motivation for her, though. She's scared of the unknown. Yeah. Easy peasy.
And then on top of everything, like, there's some people like running in front of them. Don't go, we can't do this. We can't handle everything on our own. Dart steps up, and he's this little tiny kid. I'm like, but I'll stay behind and protect you. It'll be fine. I'll hunt for you, and I'll protect you. I'll do everything. I can even teach you guys to do this. And they're like, yeah, you're a kid. You can't do that.
What can you do? Like,
yeah.
You can't do shit, you grown up stupid elf. Like, this kid can do more than you.
Yeah, but Strongbow, like, I love this. Like, suddenly a strange hoarse voice growled at the village. That spindly youth is my son. Like, the fact that hearing Strongbow talk.
But some people don't know how to sense, so he has to talk.
Yeah, but he never does.
No, and they know.
Yes, they're so shocked. Like, what the fuck do we do now? He talked!
They have a lot of respect for Strongbow.
Yeah, they do. Like, he's a hunter. They don't have any hunters. I think that they should be honored that Strongbow and Mujid lets Dart stay to help them. And they should be honored that a wolf rider would be willing to stay behind to help them survive.
But Dart is born there, isn't he?
No.
Oh, he's not?
No. He was a tiny cub going out of the hold.
But then he maybe don't remember the forest, so he don't have the same call for the forest.
Oh, they remember things from the moment they were born.
True. Skywise knows seconds after he's born, so
absolutely remembers the forest.
But still, he didn't live there for long, so he
didn't. Like, he says that he has grown up in the Sun Village. Yeah. The Sun Village is now his home, so it gets different that way.
But Rainsong feels that she's gonna have a healer.
Yeah.
So the village is safe.
I was like, you can feel that you're having a healer? That's something you can feel?
This kind of reminds, or
did
like,
you
made me
fall
think,
down and get a bruise and it suddenly healed on its own.
Yeah, maybe. This kind of made me think of, today you can test your pregnancy for all the diseases for the infant. It kind of made me feel like that. So like, I don't feel any magical power for my kid. I don't want the kid anymore. I want a magical kid.
Yeah, give a magical one.
Mm-hmm. But, and at the same time, it's like, you get a new healer.
Yeah.
But Rainsong's gonna be pregnant for 2 years.
Oh, but she's very pregnant.
But still probably a year left. And or half a year.
I honestly don't think so. Because this baby's name is Mender. The baby in her belly is Mender. And I thought the Mender was older than Ember.
Oh, okay. So, but still, he doesn't get his power from birth. Like Leetah said, from the day my power was fully grown.
Yeah.
So he probably has to be at least 5 years old before his powers is like there. Like still Suntop. Yeah. His powers isn't fully there yet. And he's like 6-7 years.
Yeah. But like this one, this is Wing. This is Mender's brother. I thought that was Mender because I thought Mender was older than Leetah. No, older than Ember. I was so sure in my mind that Mender's older than Ember.
You learn something new reading it several times, you know?
Yeah. I just never imagined him being that young. Not even like him being that much younger than Dart. Yeah. I thought they were about the same age.
Sure. But still though, they said, we're only gonna be out for a year or something.
Yeah.
And it's at least 5 years until they get the new healer. Like big power, strong like Leetah. So it's not good for Leetah at all. Like they're not gonna have a healer as long as she's gone.
No. And also like or they didn't say they were gonna be out for a year. Cutter said it was gonna be out for a year.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Like
they didn't say how long they were gonna be out. They just said that we were going to go find Cutter and get Sava back.
But is Rainsong a healer?
No.
Or does
her dad was a healer.
Rain was her healer.
Rain is her dad.
Oh, Rain was her healer. Her dad, I meant. But okay.
Yeah, Rain is her dad.
So, but is it like it has to be in the family, or can like I don't know Cutter's family or family history, but could he suddenly get a wood shaper as a kid? Or does it has to run in the blood?
I think it runs in the family because Redlands is a wood shaper and his father was a wood shaper.
Yeah, and since Rain is a healer,
ability for magic goes down in the family.
But then it skips some generations, though.
Yeah,
since
it can.
Rainsong is not a healer, but she can feel that he has a healer. She has a healer kid.
And also, Shen is the little sister. She's not a healer.
True.
So
was their mother a healer?
No, not as far as we know. We know that her mother. This is her mother.
Oh, I thought she was dead. No. I don't know what. I thought.
Did you remember the ceremony where you thought that they were where Leetah's whole family
I don't
was there?
know.
Because
I just was like, they only have a dad. Okay.
No, they don't. They do have a mother. They absolutely do have a mom. But yes, Shen doesn't have any magical powers either.
Well, off they go. And we're back to the humans and Skywise and Cutter.
Yeah, but if you read these ones here, it says, like, Leetah's mom says, there is no safety for our kind anywhere but in Sorrow's End. And Suntoucher answers, and no place for Leetah anywhere but with Cutter. I thought that was pretty beautiful.
But also, it's kind of a lie what her mother says, because the humans came to Sorrow's End, so they're not safe in Sorrow's End either anymore.
No, but they just feel...
It's safer.
They just feel that Sorrow End is their, like, safe haven without
it's like a
humans.
Bubble.
It's not foolproof.
No.
Like, humans can get there.
We've already seen they tried.
Yeah, they just don't tend to do it as often as in a woodland area.
Skywise really enjoy playing God, though.
Yeah, he does. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. Earlier, Leetah, like Cutter said earlier, that Leetah is a very powerful healer, the most powerful healer that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That he couldn't have seen Rain save Redlands like Leetah did. Remember when Cutter was like stoned?
True. Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rain couldn't totally heal him.
No.
He was still pretty injured because that was as far as he could go.
Yeah.
So it varies on healers, like how powerful you are. Not all healers are as powerful.
But that was like with the wood shapers too, because Redlands isn't that powerful, at least not yet.
But he's just barely started to realize his powers. Like they just showed up. So his power will grow, but like Rain was an adult to older. I don't really know how old he was when he died.
But his powers is like maximum skill for him.
As far as we know, like he died. Could he have gotten stronger? We don't know that. Maybe. We don't know. We will never know. But yeah, Skywise is playing God.
Like just his smile when Adar is talking to him, he's like, you want a favor from me? It's pretty smart though. Trying help the humans so the humans can show them the way to the mountain where the bird spirits are.
Yeah.
But Skywise doesn't like it. He's like, help humans? Have you gone mad? Did the fever burn up your brains?
Yeah. And I love it when Adar says, go fish up a tree.
Did he fish up a tree?
Yes! Like, he's right here. Go fish up a tree.
Is that like his kind of swearing or insulting or what?
I don't mind never seeing my tribe folk. They can all go fish up a tree for all I care. Is this one? Here.
Yeah, I saw it, but like it doesn't make sense.
Go fish up a tree.
And also I was thinking like it's kind of dangerous for the Wolf Rider and Leetah and the kids to walk through the desert because they don't have any lodestone.
That's true. Suntop is kind of a lodestone in himself.
They're like, oh, don't be afraid, mother. I'm not afraid, and neither is Choplook.
So cute.
Like, I'm not afraid. I'm just
so
like,
cute.
super afraid.
Like I'm totally brave, Mom. I promise. But I'm terrified.
So terrified.
I'm so terrified. This is so scary. I hate it. Yeah. So Cutter and Skywise is now leaving with the humans to go back to their village because Nona would really like to live by more humans. And Adar would do anything to like give her what she wants. And he says that there's a bone woman.
I was imagining a skeleton.
She was certainly not a skeleton.
No. She's something else, but
yeah. And she was a shamaness.
Yeah. Like the village crazy lady.
Yeah, like the evil shaman who burned the forest down. Yeah.
But do you know, one thing with the lodestone.
Yeah.
They trusted with their heart.
Yeah.
But it only has two directions.
Yeah.
North or south. Or if you think about our compass, it's north or south. What if the village would have been east? They never would have gotten there.
They would have gone the wrong way.
Yeah. They never would have found the village.
It's lucky for them
east.
that the village is in sun goes down. Because that's the direction that the lodestone is pointing.
It didn't feel like they were looking where the sun went down. They were just trusting the lodestone.
Yeah, but they said like it's in the direction of sun goes down.
True.
Yeah.
But they're just like, all the places we're going has to be in the direction of the lodestone.
Yes!
If it's any other direction, we're
not
going.
If it's anywhere else, that we're totally fucking lost.
Doesn't make sense.
Not at all. Not at all.
Well, they're pretty lucky they found the bear because they're using the bear to buy the humans.
No.
Earlier they...
No, they don't.
Oh, they have a different animal. Just kidding.
The bear is food for the wolves.
Yeah, but I thought there was leftovers of the bear that they had between them. But there's a deer or something.
Yeah,
so
it's a
my
deer.
bad.
And I love that they were that other was like, I hit it in the arm. How did it die? Oh, they hit it in both eyes. Great.
Straight to the brain.
Yeah.
I think that's the moment when Adar got confused, or Adar really started believing they were spirits.
Yeah.
Because he was really doubting them.
Yeah,
and now he's like, oh, they saved me. They saved my life.
Like, if it weren't for them,
they are good spirits.
We would have been dead. Been bear food.
Yeah. So, the bone lady. The evil... Or the crazy village lady.
Evil
Kill them!
Here!
Kill them, demons! Full magic!
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't get why they put up with her.
No.
She's crazy.
But she doesn't get her will, because Skywise and Cutter comes in and saves the day.
They do. They said something that I absolutely love. Skywise says that, is it a troll? And Cutter answers,
yes.
Can't be. Trolls aren't that ugly.
She's too ugly to be a troll.
Like, she's too ugly to be a troll.
But look at her. She's so different, though. Like, her whole being is so different from all the other humans.
Like, also, all the other humans are pretty thin and scrappy. Like they don't look like they're starving.
No.
But she's thick. How'd she get all that food?
Yeah. And also, Nonna tried to explain to the bone lady, these are good spirits. And she's like, there's no such thing as good spirits.
No. All
Who
of them
decided that?
Evil, mean, go away.
Like, it's just in her head that she thinks it's only bad spirits. Like, who decided there was no good spirits? You haven't traveled the world. You haven't met all of them. Like,
they haven't met any humans, actually. They've just heard about
true.
the bad spirits. So they're just they think that they have to be evil spirits or demons because they're different.
They're brainwashed.
Yeah. But I like how old Bar is like, stop it, you can't do that, you can't treat them like that. Like, they're special. And he pushes her.
Kind of making her not being a part of the village anymore, in a way. It didn't take Skywise and Cutter 10 days to cross the desert, right?
No.
Since Leetah and her family and all the other wolf riders took 10 days or 10 nights.
Yeah. I want to mention something else, though. They said that they were going to the Forbidden Grove.
Yeah. But they had to cross the Forbidden Grove before they come to the mountain.
Yeah.
But that's going to be in the next episode. That's the Forbidden Grove.
Yeah, but they said that where you have to go through the Forbidden Grove. That's a pretty ominous, calling something the Forbidden Grove.
But who decided it was forbidden? The bone lady?
It's probably.
I wouldn't trust her anyways. I will go and see why it's forbidden.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, they traveled 10 nights through the
didn't they just travel
desert.
3 nights or something?
Yes, but as they also said
it's
that they were going
3 times
they're
longer.
going a different way.
But still 3 nights 3 times the longer.
Yeah, but
why?
they're saying they're going a different way because they're following where Cutter is right now.
Oh, okay. So Suntop kind of feels Cutter, so he's Cutter is in that direction.
Yeah, so he isn't trying to backtrack where they came. Like they said that they're not looking for the cave, the troll cave, the tunnel of light.
Okay.
Because they're not going through
But
there.
then they were pretty lucky. It was like a valley in the big stones right there, though. So
yeah.
they didn't have to fly.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that Suntop somehow knew
Maybe.
that there were an opening somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But they found this hole, and they're like,
With
"Oh,
bones,
be careful! It can be
yeah.
snakes in there. Don't go in." And Ember is like, "Ooh, there's
But
something in there."
They live in caves in the Sun Village. They're not afraid of caves.
But she's so like, "Oh, I'm totally gonna go in. This is an
Mhm.
adventure."
But then to find the bones of Rayak is so
Yeah.
sad. But it's a fun thing too. Like, oh, look at these bones. They're so funny.
Yeah.
This
Ember
funny look.
doesn't realize it's elf bones.
No, she's probably only seen bones from animals they've been killing, and they
Yeah.
don't look like that.
Yeah. They also said that the stones had been moved by magic
Mhm.
and formed by magic.
Yeah,
And
and they only
that's-
know one. It's Rayak.
I also noted that they traveled in a tent.
Mhm. They have
They
this
brought
huge
up
tent.
Tent
But they
with
have-
them?
They have several swoots that only carried stuff.
Yeah, like a tent.
Yeah,
This
but
looks like a
covered from the
fancy
sun.
tent.
Yeah, covered from the sun.
But it's not
They
like
need
a
it.
tarp. But like the other tents that we've seen have been like a tarp.
True.
This isn't a tarp.
But it's Leetah. She's like a princess. Of course she has to have a tent.
Very, very true.
It's not the Wolf Riders' idea to have this tent. It's
No.
Leetah.
They would have been more than happy with the tarp.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
they-
didn't like Rayak though. But it's still sad that he had to die that
he
way.
was total douchebag.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they come into this like gangway kinda between the cliffs.
Yeah. And Ember is so excited. She's like, oh, it's echoes.
Echo!
Oh! And they're like, shh, be quiet. Could be humans.
Somebody can hear
everywhere.
us.
Shh,
Don't do that.
sing.
So we're back in the village, and they're making like this kind of a throne for Cutter and Skywise.
It reminded me of this sacrifice table. First I was like, are you gonna cut them open and sacrifice them to the bird spirits or to Gotora?
Yeah,
We haven't
luckily
really
not.
talked about Gotora, these humans, so maybe they are different.
Yeah, they believe in the bone lady instead.
Which is that much better.
Oh yes, totally.
Mhm.
But they were having a party to celebrate Cutter and Skywise, like their arrival and everything.
Yeah, but I feel Cutter and Skywise feels this a total waste of all this food and everything. They're
Yeah.
like, why do they do this?
Yeah, but at the same time, they're like, Skywise is like, oh, can we just leave Cutter?
Mhm. Let's leave already.
Yeah, Cutter doesn't wanna, like, he wants to get some more information out of them.
Mhm. It's kind of smart, but still, they don't really know that much, though.
No. And, the bone lady has found a thief that she smears something on so that they won't smell him.
Yeah, because they want to steal this magic stone, which is the lodestone, because she believes that if she takes the stone, they are not magical anymore.
And that she will have magic instead.
Mhm. I wonder where she got that from, though. Like,
Yeah, she hasn't even seen the lodestone point anywhere.
no. And I don't feel we had anything like that in this story before, and she has to have had it from somewhere. It's
Or
not
is
like
it-
she's just imagining it, or she could, but
Yeah, it could be just like a kind of a belief, like they
Mhm.
can't be magic in themselves, but they could have something that gives them magic.
but also she feels that it's evil, strong magic,
Yeah.
but she wants it, so she wants to
Yeah.
be evil and strong.
Yeah. She wants to be the boss bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they like try to leave, and Odbar, is that his name? The human, the like later human comes and was like, oh,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wait.
one more favor, please, just one more
Mhm.
favor.
And then the thief tried to take the stone.
Yeah, and Skywise cuts his thumb off.
It's like, You had too many anyways.
Yeah.
You don't need 5 fingers. You're
we
good
can do
with
it
4.
just 4, so you can as well. That's just fine.
I'm like, keep away, or I'm gonna cut off something you have more use of.
Yeah. And then the chief is like, I'm gonna kill him. I don't care that he's my brother or anything. Like, he's dead. He's done.
Oh yeah, it's like, oh, I should have killed him long ago. Instead of just taking his name away. Because he's a thief, I did something that's gonna punish him. I took his name.
Yeah.
I'm like, you took his name? That's his punishment? Like...
Yeah, but like took his name probably means more to them. Like, he's now that they took his name, he's not welcome in the tribe anymore.
Yeah,
and
but then it's more like he should have said, I made him go away as a punishment.
Yeah.
Not I took his name.
Yeah.
Which sounds super childlike.
Yeah. He had,
like bullies
probably
do.
had a lot of power in the tribe because he was the chief's brother.
Yeah.
So like indirectly taking his name is like taking a lot from him, even though it doesn't sound like a lot.
But then the motivation from the bone lady is like, if you get the stone, you get your name back.
Yes.
It's like,
I will give you your name back and the tribe. So Adar like takes them to the river to find or to go towards the Forbidden Grove.
Yeah. And we see that the thief is following them.
Yeah.
And he's thinking to himself, like, oh, when I get the stone, I'm not getting it to you, crazy lady. I'm taking it myself.
It's mine now.
So he's still a thief.
Yeah. Adar also says that like they have to climb down the death water.
Because no one is falling down there and being alive.
Yeah, but I think that death water was a pretty cool name of a waterfall.
Yeah.
Like, if you fall down a waterfall, you're dead.
Or it depends on the height.
But these ones are pretty high.
It is.
Probably haven't seen any smaller ones.
That's true.
Yeah.
This is the death water. They don't know it's several of them.
Yeah. They like look down and it's like, whoa, the death water.
This guy was like, I don't think you should look down, Cutter, because this is so high.
Yeah, you're gonna be scared because you're scared of heights.
You're never gonna get down here if you look down. So don't look down.
Yeah, and Cutter's like reaching out to Nightrunner, and he like snaps at his fingers, like telling him like, "I'm too old for this. It's my time to go."
He knows. It's so sad.
Yeah, and he like
Nightrunner's gonna die.
Last cuddle. And it's so beautiful that Starjumper's like, I'm gonna stay with him and hunt for him and take care of him as long as I can.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be long. We all know.
And Starjumper is also an old wolf, so it isn't going to be long for him either. Like,
just a question.
Yeah.
Did Cutter get his wolf friend before Skywise? Since Cutter's wolf is dying first?
I think that he didn't.
So, Skywise just has a better wolf.
An older wolf that isn't as old. That didn't age as fast.
But that doesn't make sense.
But, like, some people got, like, Alzheimer. Maybe
but, like...
he has some aging issue.
Yeah, it's just dying
like,
before.
some animals gets older than others.
True,
That's
but
just a fact.
Starjumper should still be pretty old.
Yeah, but they says that he is old.
Oh, okay.
He's just not as sick as Nightrunner. So he'll take care of him as long as he can.
Okay, then.
Yeah. So they're like standing on the cliffs, like saying goodbye to the wolves, and the thief can see them saying goodbye to the wolves, and it's like, oh, this is my chance. I'm gonna take them before they go down the cliff.
Yeah, it's gonna be easy because the wolves are not here.
Yeah.
And at the same time, we see Leetah and her people.
Yeah. And Suntop is really, really upset.
Yeah, it's like, we can't be here. We can't be here. It's not safe.
Yeah.
Having like a tantrum.
Yeah.
Laying on Leetah's lap and kicking his feet. It's like, we can't be here. We have to
this is wrong.
continue. No.
And then you can see like this bird. And they're like, oh, this is so big. This is going to be like a big meat and big feast. And Strongbow is like pointing at it. He's like, no, he mustn't kill that bird.
Yeah, and then momentaneously Strongbow is shooting his arrow and the thief is shooting his stone.
Yeah.
And is hitting Skywise and the bird at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's both is catastrophic.
Yeah, absolutely. So Skywise is obviously out. He's bleeding from the back of his head. And the human tries to hurl another stone at Cutter, which hurts his hand. But like Cutter can fight with both hands. Like he's Cutter.
Yeah.
And like seeing Cutter standing above Skywise like this gives me so many Bear Claw vibes.
Oh yeah, but he just wants to protect Skywise and his own life.
Yeah.
But the humans is so stupid. He's like, he has to have this huge monologue before he kills Cutter. He could have killed him so many times before Cutter kills the humans. But he's just has so much to say. And he'd be like, I be a spirit slayer because I slay the spirits. And I'm gonna be the new chief of the village. And
yeah. And Cutter says like, you like to kill, do you, human? So do I when I must. You are meant to be wasted. Your blood will fall on bare rocks and nourish nothing. That is like a real insult coming from a wolf rider.
True, because they don't kill if they don't have to.
And they don't waste
they use
anything.
Everything.
They don't waste a single thing. It's but like, you will
gonna
nourish nothing.
You're not good for anything.
No. You're gonna die here, and that's gonna be all there is. You're not gonna help a single thing in the ecosystem.
Nope. But it's trying to take Skywise with him because he has to have the stone.
Yeah. So
I'm thinking
Cutter like stabs the human in the middle of the chest.
And then when he stumbles over the cliff and tries to take the lodestone, I'm thinking he's like, oh, if I take the stone, I can fly. I get magic, so I can fly. I can save myself.
Yeah.
But neither Skywise, the stone, or the human can fly.
No.
So they're doomed.
Yeah. So they fall down, and luckily Skywise is able to get a grab on the branch.
But also he's lucky that he's kid size. Because if the human had taken the branch, it would have snapped right away.
Fall down so easily.
It doesn't have that much strength to hold Skywise for that long either. So Cutter has to not think about his afraid of height and just go and save him.
He's so scared, poor thing.
And
it's like, wake up! You have to wake up! You have to hold on! I can't pull you up and hold you at the same time.
And he curses everyone. It's like, curse you, human! Curse every last one of you! Murdering souls, and curse on me too for trusting any of you. And Ador is on the top and be like,
no, it's not Ador.
Oh no, it's
Olbar.
Olbar. It's like, do you mean me too? Because I could just let you dangle there. Like, your life is in my hands.
Yeah, or I can save you right now. It's up to you. You're lucky that I followed you, even though you told me not to.
Yeah, like, are you sure you want to curse me?
Yeah, you sure you're cursing me too?
I'm the boss now.
Yeah.
You're not that magical that you want me to believe.
Yeah, he's like, I don't believe that you are a bird spirit because you can't fly. And bird spirits can fly, as he says. But you remember my wish? What I wanted was for you to see if you could find my daughter who ran away to the Forbidden Grove with her lover.
Yeah, and if they find her daughter, I think he's gonna believe that they're spirits too.
Yeah, or I'm pretty sure he knows that they're spirits. He just doesn't believe that they're bird spirits.
True.
Yeah, because when he asks them, like, what are you? They answer, like, no humans have ever asked. So we have no answer for you.
Yeah, because they don't know that they are elves.
No, it doesn't matter for them what you call them. If you want to call them spirits, or this spirit, or that spirit, or elf, it doesn't really matter for them. Like, they know that they're elves. They call themselves elves, but they don't, like, know if they're a spirit or something like that. Like, no one has ever asked them what they are.
No, they just want
they're aliens, though.
Be good. Yeah, they're aliens, kinda.
Yeah.
They just want everyone to be friends and everyone to be good to each other.
Yeah.
So, to sing a last goodbye. I don't know if it's gonna, like, it's meant to be a last goodbye to the wolves.
It is.
Or
the wolves
to
answer.
Obar. Oh, okay. Because first I thought it was last goodbye to Obar.
Yeah, there's one final farewell answered one final time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, makes sense.
And then
because Obar wouldn't answer.
Yeah. And in the last frame, you can see, like, where the rest of the wolf riders were. There's, like, the Sword is dead, and the wolves are standing there. There's knives and stuff everywhere, and big feathers, and, like, there's no elves. They're all gone.
Nothing
so what
left.
happened?
We will see next week.
Yes. So next week we are going to talk about the Forbidden Grove and a lair of bird spirits.
And maybe we get to see Obar's kids, or that's just something we will forget about.
Yes, either or. Either we'll find them next episode, or we will totally have forgot them.
True.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Exciting.
And until next time, go recognize a troll.